something out of the blue, I suppose, that they thought of, and they did, because before was we were known as fauna, and they made us, they gave us the right to be human beings. So there was nothing much we could do about it. They controlled us, so we just did what they wanted. And yet in '61, before the referendum, I had to get my citizenship rights to become a citizen of Australia. I didn't get my paper signed like they get nowadays. I had to go to court to get that, and I had to go to the sergeant of police who gave evidence, and JP, and I ended up coming out on top because I wasn't drinking at the time, and all I wanted to do was work. And one of the big problems with Aboriginal people is that they worked on stations all over this Midwest. Stations you go to, you find Aboriginal graves, unmarked graves, because they weren't counted for. But if they were left there to do their job on the station, and if they wanted to give them the dole, instead of taking them into town and putting them in reserves, it would have been a different story altogether. Because the station manager would have had his station in there all the time, and all they wanted to do was live on a bag of flour and a packet of bullets to get the kangaroos with. So that was sad when they took them into town and put them in reserves. This was like herding a mob of sheep. And I feel a bit down about that one, because that happened everywhere. But there wasn't anything we can do about it.
Well, I know that during the 1967 referendum, Indigenous Australians were treated disrespectfully. They had to get a citizenship rights certificate. To have some equality in their own country. But that was never enough. And my grandfather was one of those who had to encounter this. Our elderly people didn't have the rights to their own country. It just breaks my heart. The stories you hear are just overwhelming and very upsetting. Because people don't realise the pain. They don't realise the pain caused for our elders, what they went through back then. Yeah, it's a very traumatic time in their life, and it really brings tears to my eyes, just thinking about what my family and what other Indigenous Australians went through to be recognised, as I consider them as our land keepers. And I'm very thankful to be sitting here alongside my grandfather today. And I know what's done is done, and we can't turn back time. But I just want people out there to reflect on this, and I want them to realise that we should be chasing our dreams And we should be making our elders proud, because they fought so hard for us to be here today. And they fought so hard for us to be here today. And this is our time to step up and make a difference in life.